So we chose the challenge, and we said that right now we have 5 requirements for the LBGs. We have 5 requirements for the LBGs to get the red apple. And right now we say that either you got it or not. Even if they fulfilled 4 out of 5, they still didn't get it. But we will say later the pros, why we decided. We thought about the procedure that will be in PA, and that there will be some badges, and one badge will be one requirement. And whenever this requirement is filled, the badge will be activated. And
there is a video.
The
Go
aim
on.
is to get all 5 badges, and only then the red apple is activated. So even if you still don't get, you can have 4 out of 5 badges, let's say, or even 1 out of 5, which is something.
And now we're done. Yeah, so what pros does this have? Well, it's an achievement for LBDs. I mean, it's like as she said, it's more structured. There are different steps. Then it can somehow replace the spreadsheet that we are using now, because we have a spreadsheet marking what they have fulfilled so far. But if it's in PA, we just check in PA if it's fulfilled or not. And yeah, okay, everybody can keep track of the requirements, whether they are achieved or not. I mean, it's pretty clear, and in the end it's more transparent, because it's okay, you did this and this, but not this, and you can check it anywhere. And we didn't write it, but we also wanted to have it somewhere where every day you can check how the other LBDs are doing, so that you can somehow compete with them. So this is the mock-up that we make. This will be like in BAS, in external events, where you have the information about your course. Where
Let's
you
say that we are in Jacobus PA,
yeah.
LBG Madrid in winter 13. And we have a course about gamification.
So you can have the place where you can go to check the motivation letters or the final list or upload your sheet, blah 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 blah. There will be a place to enter red apple, and you enter, and you see all these things, and you have all the badges, and they can be enabled or disabled, like a color. And when you have all of them, the red apple, which is normally gray, becomes red, and you got it. And then Afina also proposed that in the side menu, in the blue one, you could have a red apple place where you click and you see the red apples of that season, and you see how the others are doing, and that's how.
Okay, is it over?
Yeah, it's all.
Okay, any questions? Please?
The thing about badges was Mario's idea?
No.
Why?
Why?
Because he plays criminal kids.
Okay, I have several questions. One, would it include an explanation on how to get the budgets somewhere?
Maybe yes, maybe not.
Yes.
Okay,
It's simple. If you do it, you get the badge.
But I mean, they are
But
named.
they have names, but
Yeah, there are names.
maybe if you click there is a pop-up explaining how to get it
Maybe.
as a challenge.
Why not?
Just is feedback, random ideas.
Yes.
I'm expecting to have a special page for bus super users, I guess,
Yeah.
In order to manage.
so they can mark it there. Okay. So maybe it would be nice if in the next 10 minutes after the presentation you can also add this, so we can use this as a part of bus task list. Is it okay? Cool. Any more comments? Okay, it's your turn.
We have an idea that is totally low cost and very simple. So instead of having a definite requirement for Red Apple, we have a list of requirements that LBGs can go for when participating in Red Apple Challenge. What does this mean? That you can have about 30 different requirements, and the LBGs can choose whichever they want to go for. So they choose them, they try to fulfill them, and they are awarded in an amount of points. Depending on the number of requirements they achieve, they get a determined number of points, and that puts them in a ranking. The harder the requirement is, the more points it is worthy. So the LBGs compete with each other and try to get the toughest requirements to get more points and get up in the ranking. by the end of this, so they compete in this leaderboard, and by the end of the season, actually during the season, they can observe how their evolution and their neighbors. And we can have also the option that there's a spreadsheet specifically for the season, so they can compete with their friends, and a general ranking where they see in their, what is their position in the global scale. So that's about it. Thoughts?
Any questions?
I
Tina?
was thinking.
Mario?
Later.
Okay,
It's okay.
it's okay.
Who
Oh,
was first?
Go.
I was wondering that up to this way, it's not necessary for an MDG to fulfill all the requirements that are listed to win something.
Yes.
But is it?
Yes, no, it is.
And so, who gets the red apple here?
This is the Red Apple Challenge. The competition is to have the most requirements of quality, academic quality possible, and try to get on the top of the scale. It's a challenge, not exactly getting a prize. The aim of the competition is to climb up on the scale, and in case of the first, to stay on top. And then we can add more requirements as time goes.
Like for example, uploading GIFs after 2 weeks the course, and uploading GIFs during the course, for example.
Yep.
That's points, 5
Okay.
points. And there will be many
And
stuff.
we can create as many requirements as we want, and the challenge works that way that there is not a specific number of requirements they need, but they will want to take as many as they want, so they can be as high as they want in the
I see. Yeah. I
okay.
got it.
Cool. Athena?
And where do you expect this spreadsheet to be available?
Where like Google Docs.
Only for the LBGs that take part in this season?
Not necessarily. There can be a spreadsheet depending on the season. If the points will be based on the previous season, basically, if we're in winter and an LBG only organizes summer courses, of course their spreadsheet will not be moving, but the others will be playing, and it will be moving according to that, and that will be the challenge. That every year they will try to get above the people that are next to them. Go.
More?
Yes. Okay. So these results will only be visible in there, or the spreadsheet will be just to keep track of everything, and the results will be published somewhere else as well?
There is both options. We can either show depending on what we find out, if it's more enthusiastic for the LBGs to see the whole list and see who's on top and try to rate there, or if we just want to show them like the 2 people above and 2 people down. We'll have to figure out the operation of that. It's the only complicated part of the process, because the rest is really simple and works on the spreadsheet and really easy to achieve.
Okay. I'm facilitating myself. I'm wondering that positive effect that it can have if you are rewarding the first one of each season in the way we are having the same quantity of events in each season. Let's say if you are competing in summer, it's way harder to get it because you are competing with way more LBGs.
Okay,
So it can encourage LBGs to organize courses in winter
exactly.
or some other seasons.
Exactly. It may encourage people to go to other seasons so they can compete there because they have more possibilities.
I see that.
I
It's
see
too
it.
much idealistic.
Yes.
Okay, we won the Red Apple. Let's move our calendar 6 months forward.
Okay, no, but for example, in Violetta's case, it could be a deciding factor. They could be more motivated to stay in winter than go to spring.
Yeah, I guess we can talk about it in parking lot.
Okay.
I won't expect this to be ready by the time. But
Yeah, but I mean, that can be the option.
Any more comments? Okay, that's it. Thank you.